Hello guys, welcome. This is my first little review here. I had somebody ask me about it, so we're going to talk about this really cool RGIXL7. It is an Ibanez. It is a 27-inch scale baritone guitar from their Iron Label line. It is a solid body Nayato with a satin black finish. It's a Nitro Wizard 7 neck, 3-piece with maple and purple heart. 24 jumbo nickel frets and a 15.7-inch radius. It is not paper thin like some. I mean, it's got just a little bit to it. It's pretty much the same thickness, I think, of the RGIXL7 Dinky Pro mod that I have. Very, very nice to play, especially the unfinished wood for the neck is probably my favorite part of it. And then ebony fretboard. You've got your lumen lay side dots as well. So overall, the neck plays fantastic, and that's probably the biggest thing that a lot of people want to hear. You'll see on the little video that I did, playthrough wise, it really likes anything really sharp and technical. The string spacing is really good. Great guitar to play. Now, let's talk about some of the other stuff. It comes standard with a plastic nut. It comes standard with a Gibraltar standard 2 7-string bridge, Guitarmory Fusion Edge 7 humbuckers, 1 master volume, 1 coil tap, and a 3-way blade switch. The stock strings that come with it are 10 to 59. Again, overall, I love this guitar. It's very lightweight. 27-inch scale is what I was worried about when I ordered this. I've never tried that before. You can really hammer on this thing, and it will stay in tune extremely well. The locking tuners are really good. We'll talk about the negatives of it. I hate saying that. It's gonna sound like I knock a lot of things on this guitar. It's simply because I was being very picky about certain things. A lot of the stuff that I did to this guitar, most people are going to be fine with it standard. I just bought it because I really wanted to try the couple things that I did to it, and I absolutely love how they turned out. So, first thing that we're going to talk about stock is for a $900 guitar brand new, it comes with a plastic nut. Everybody else is switching away from that. The nuts don't cost that much. It costs a lot more for us to have them changed out than what it would if they just put that in at factory. So that's going to be my biggest gripe. I told my Sweetwater rep to put whatever he thought was good, and they just did that, and I've been very happy with it. Right off the bat, I don't like that. I don't like the stock strings. They are way too light gauge, and you know, they're just going to be twangy. The other knock on that is going to be the tuners. The lowest string on here, you can barely slide a 62 gauge string in, which is okay because that's generally my go-to size. But if I want to experiment and go down into lower tunings, right now it's an A flat. If I want to go down and experiment with lower things than that, I'm going to have that tuning peg drilled out. The Fusion Edge 7 pickups, I just hate them, and I feel like the people that tell me they enjoy them probably just don't have other guitars that have nicer pickups in them. So my other Ibanez, the JBM 27, comes stock with DiMarzio Titan pickups, and those things are fantastic. Those are killer pickups. So why can't you just put something like that? Or again, this is me, this is nitpicky, but I hear it from a lot of other people. So what we have and what you hear in the videos are these really cool Guitarmory Atlas This was a limited run they did. These are a dark chrome, and it's kind of hard to really capture how cool they look. Just really, really great. So you hear a few of those different sounds that can make. I absolutely am in love with them, but they are definitely just their own flavor. Extremely tight, extremely aggressive. Note clarity is awesome. The neck pickup is just its own thing, and it's just a really, really neat sound difference. Like anything lead, throw a little bit of delay and reverb on it, and it is just like a really, really cool tone. So I am really into the Atlas pickups, but I also really love the Titans on my other one, and I really, really love the Keithmero 7s. I can't tell you which is my favorite because they're all different. This is probably gonna be the go-to for all of the really tight, aggressive rhythms or anything kind of technical because of how these track. The other thing we're going to talk about is Gibraltar Bridge that comes stock on these. And this is just what Ibanez uses, and that's fine. Again, this one is just a nitpicky thing. There's nothing wrong with the other bridge. There's nothing wrong with the Gibraltar Bridge. The hip shot Ibi Bridge is just a cleaner look, significantly heavier weight-wise because it's just a big solid piece of brass. I didn't really do a back and forth comparison between the two, but my understanding is gives it a brighter sound and it helps a lot with the resonance. To me, it's just a really nice upgrade, and you can usually find them decently priced on like a reverb seller. Overall, everything else is fine. I think the input jack is very nice. It is one of these recessed in there. Volume pot's solid. Nothing. It's a 500K volume pot. Just for you to know. Everything else, as far as playing this guitar, was worth me picking up and doing the modifications to, because it's just a fantastic thing to play. I am going to also point out, and again, this is not something that I had an issue with, but a lot of the guys online have pointed this out. Quality control from the factory. So the number one thing that you need to check if you get one of these guitars is the truss rod strips, or is stripped from the factory. Not that it strips, but it's stripped from the factory. So I would probably recommend getting this new. They are in stock at Sweetwater right now. I don't really see these used on like Reverb or anything like that, but they were also really hard to get last year. I think I waited like 2 or 3 months to get mine, and people were waiting longer than that. So they were not easy to get last year. I don't see them used, so just don't really recommend getting a used one unless they verify with you that the truss rod is good. So keep that in mind. I would get it new, get that checked out, make sure it's solid, and if it's not, get it returned to a store. Those are going to be my nitpicky things. Those are going to be what you need to watch out for with this guitar. I know that this is, you know, a 2020 model, but they're still being sold. Overall review, some of you are going to be totally happy with it. I'm just, again, letting you know my thoughts on it. It's going to stay on my collection because I think it's a great tool for a lot of things. I think it's a solid backup guitar, especially because of how light it is. I just really enjoy playing it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it answered some questions for you if you're thinking about getting one, because you can still get them. Please like and subscribe if you want more, and I will keep on working on stuff. Thank you so much.